Well, hi everyone, it's Karynjean. Welcome back. And it is ephemera making day. I'm just going to pull this journal aside here. I've been pulling stuff out. I'm a little out of breath. Yes, I am. I can't sit down right now because there's something in my seat. I have wallpaper books out too. So let's just take a quick look. I'm just pulling things out, not sure what if we're gonna use them or not. This is that Tim Holtz wallpaper ephemera pack. Okay, it's wallpaper, right? It goes with the theme of the book. This here is a bunch of, if you could see in there, papers and stuff, old papers, things like that. I got this from Rachel over at Roxy Creations from her Etsy shop. Beautiful Italian papers, which are so delicate, I'm afraid to use them, quite honestly. This is the Tim Holtz. We looked at this before. And I think it's probably too dark. And it also might be too heavy for what I'm thinking in my head. I'm thinking like different kinds of pockets and stuff. So I'm really thinking book page, which is why I have these book pages out. These are some stamps from our recent Stampin' Up haul, quite honestly. These I've had. They're just the theme, right? And I have some bird cages. So I pulled those out. This is just a background stamp, kind of goes away. But I was looking at these because I have these Tim Holtz people that I like, right? And like he could be leaning up against the phone. When I see this gentleman here in his shirt sleeves and suspenders, for some reason, I think of him as a jazz musician. So kind of like sitting on the phonograph, right? The little child on the bicycle. I pulled her out because I think she's just so beautiful. She's also sitting down, but I don't have anything for her to sit down on, so I'll have to think about that. This guy could be sitting here on the phone, right? I could probably trim that bit away. Or this guy can be like leaning up against something. So these are just a few that I've pulled out as I was going through that, and a couple of stamps. And so there's this, and we looked at all that. Okay, and then I pulled out my Tim Holtz vellum. Whoops, as they all fall down. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I want to sit down because my back is really bothering me, so I need to get this thing off my chair. So I have this little one out, and now I'm going to sit down, but I also have the big wallpaper book out too, down here, excuse me. And it fell again. Okay, so this is the book this is the piece we pulled for when we were collaging on top of the thing, and we made the book cover out of. So I was flipping through this. This is pretty, and then I saw, not that one, and this has texture to it, but I saw this, so I'm going to cut this out, hopefully, if I can find my thing. That's a bad thing to go missing. All right, hold on, I'll just use my rotary cutter. I was looking for my little finger cutter. Oh, it's standing back up again. Ouch. I don't know if I actually cut through anything with that. Didn't think so. Let's see if I cut through it that time. Cut through it enough that I was able to get it out. And then none of this other stuff. I'm looking for a larger piece. Isn't that lovely? This would make a lovely journal cover. How big is this? 9 inches. Trim it down just a hair. Or keep it 9 inches to make a little bit of a bigger book. That would make a lovely journal cover. Okay, this is... No, although these could be used. These can be cut up and put on... what am I thinking? Journaling cards. Anyway. And then more kitchen stuff. Decorations, country life. Okay. So there's that. I know, it's a lot. The camera's focusing in and out and out and in. Put that over there. There's absolutely no room on my desk because I just piled all this stuff on it. But I'm sitting back down again. Hello, hello. And this is the huge book. Let's see if I can get you up. I think that's about as far up as I can make you. And there. So, outdoors in. This is what we pulled the other wallpaper from. And as I was flipping through this, and I know you're really only getting this one page over here. There's just no room. I mean, you can see how huge it is. They have that same pattern in different color schemes, right? Different color families. But, I mean, this looks real to me. Isn't that lovely? They have it here on a bathroom wall. It's very nice. Gives me an idea. And they have that in different colors, but that's not what I was looking at. There was something like this, right? And I'm thinking pockets and envelopes, different types of envelopes, and the pockets that, like, you might use a 12 by 12 piece of paper for and flip, flap, fold it in. Although this is kind of heavier paper, pretty color blue. So, and we can collage on top of this, but then it's going to make it even thicker. So I'm not quite sure. This is kind of caught my eye, this muted style. Here we have it in blues and greens. You can see it a little bit there. And what do we have here? Like oranges. You can see it there. And here's like the purples. And then there's something like this. I have, this also comes in different colors, and I've already cut these colors out. It has like a blue, a pink, a green. I've already cut those out. They're rolled up on the wall, my wall behind me, to make use of other things. But see, and they're coordinating, right? So, these big geometrics, not the style we're looking for. Wow. That's certainly a statement piece. So, whoa. It's a statement piece. You know, you can just for one wall, a statement wall, be pretty awesome. If it's your style, of course. If it's not, then obviously not. This is nice because it's... All right, so I don't know. This wallpaper's not what it used to be. This looks like a stone wall to me. I mean, like a real stone wall, but it is smooth. There's a little bit of texture on it, but nothing. So, and this is a discontinued wallpaper book. So I can't even... It's outdoors in Sherwin-Williams. So I can't even say go down to your local Sherwin-Williams and you'll find that wallpaper, because you won't. Anyway, okay, so not so sure about that. All right, they're just tossed over to the side. Oh my goodness gracious. Ephemera Day. And yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess. You know, I pull all these things out and then I don't know what to do. I just don't know. Wow, this is really, really dark. This also, no, this came from, this is very dark. It's on craft paper. I think this is an Amazon thing. I don't think it came from Paperology, but it could have come from Paperology with that whole, all those other things I got from Paperology. But, and this here really is just a bunch. I found this woman on Etsy. She was up in Canada, and she's like, just pay shipping. She must have been doing a D-stash or something of just all these different kinds of paper. Comic books and stuff like that. The great Antarctic Adventure. This might be from a history book. Disaster at the Depot, the Coral Islands. Ooh, the paper feels so nice. Feels very nice. So, it seemed impossible that human beings should live through such ferocity. Oh, in my head, I originally saw that as human beings should live in such ferocity. Like, should be ferocious like that. So, yeah. 3 still lived. Yeah, this is from a history book. It's a cool picture. So, in the book page, I just, you know, Rachel works with this stuff all the time. She lives in Italy, for goodness sakes. She's Australian. She lives in Italy with her husband and family, you know. But so for her, it's much easier to use. For me, it's not. And look, your cute little handwritten thank you. Very nice. So I don't know. I'm just gonna put these aside for now. Let's take a look at, if I can find a place to put them. I'm not so sure. Let's first take a look at through this vellum, paper stash vellum, and this is, you can see, I mean, this looks, here it looks bright and light. It does not look dark. Let me get out a piece of just plain white paper so we can see what it actually looks like, right? I mean, because when I open it, I'm like, oh, this is kind of dark. And I also noticed in my last video that the lighting was bad over here. Everything was in shadow, but that's because I have the big pile over here. Oh, it is light. Okay. But I think if we take it, then it gets, well, all right, let's just take that piece out to play with and see. We might have to back it onto something white in order for the, because this is what happens when it's on top of each other, it becomes dark. You need something white behind it to see how white it actually is, how bright it actually is, I mean. Okay, I'm going to place that over here for a moment. Oh, itchy hand, itchy hand, itchy hand. Then let's go through this. I mean, this is cute. You can cut these out too and use them for journaling cards. But see, these things are dark. Let's see if there's anything bright in here. Kind of dark. Very dark tickets. Bottle caps. Well, there's purple. All right, let's keep it aside just in case, because of the purple. Yeah, it's a brighter purple. I am looking for double-sided, because if I'm going to be folding it to do pockets, very nice, except the blue does not go. Oh, this is brighter. I want it to be double-sided, right? Because we're going to see both sides of it. These things are really dark. Really, really dark. Pictures, but really, really dark. Calendar, it's brighter, but it's, the colors, I don't know. You know, maybe we should pull the book back over here. Dark. Nice blue, but way too dark. Let's see. Whoa. I have my own music page I can use. Ledger paper. Oh, I got an itchy hand. Itchy, itchy. This looks more like something from the Urban collection, just because of the darkness of it, right? And then they just have them smaller. I've used this, I think I've cut into this one. yeah, they have them in 6x6 and then even smaller yet. So, which might be, and then strips, which also might be an option as well. I don't know. I mean, dark. Not quite sure. So I'm going to put this next to me over here. No, I'm going to put it on top of the wallpaper books over there. Okay, itchy, itchy, itchy. So I'm pulling back. Oh, things just fell. I'm pulling this back just to keep me focused. There's a couple of other things I pulled out. All right, let's just, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, folks, I'm telling you. Here, I'm gonna let you see. Let's see if I can, so there's the work area, right? And then over here, I don't know if you can see, there's a light right, there's the fan, and then there's a light right behind the fan. But this is, ooh, I know, I'm sorry, I'm making you dizzy. And then over here on my right-hand side, there's my tool buckets and stuff. All right, woo. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go a little bit down. Look how he's just sitting on the top of the book like that. That's cute. So I have my project bucket right here. Let me see if I can get these into the project bucket for the moment. Pull that out. And keep this extra piece from the, okay. Put these in the project bucket. And just, I guess, put this back in the project bucket as well. And these, I'm just trying to clear a little bit more space over here. I just plop them on the floor. Here they go. Boom. Just a little bit more space so a little bit more light comes in. Okay, so big difference depending upon what you have behind it. What I was thinking, let me put this over here as well, because these guys, oops, don't stick. I'm going to put these guys someplace where I probably will forget where I put them, quite honestly. Here is, I mean, so yeah, so there is darkness here, but there's also the brightness, which cuts it, right? So there's that. But I thought that might fit somewhere in the book as a decoration. And this tag, it's in French. We could put that, I was thinking we could put that as a pocket, right? Just like that, as a pocket, which might be nice. But, so these peoples, my people are getting all discombobulated again. So these bits and bobs I need to place somewhere. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do this. I'll empty out my little trash thing and put them in my little trash bowl. Okay. So I was thinking pockets. See, this is vellum. Obviously, it's vellum. But the way I was thinking pockets, let me put the book aside. Let me put this piece of vellum aside too, because I don't want to, you know, I'll go with, I'm not so sure about that color. This one is so dark as well. And there's this one as well, and I don't know what we're going to do with that either. Maybe not use it at all. I'm going to move the washi tape over to that little bowl as well. Do I have my larger cutting board? Cutting that here. I can use this one. I want to cut this on the diagonal. Now this is 12 by 12, so yeah, like that might be come to, ooh, look at that. It's, alrighty, where's my little, I'm not pulling out a large cutting mat. I'm just not. So let's see if we can, I don't know how we're gonna do this, folks, because it's too big. I want to cut it like this and like this. I want triangles. I guess one way we can do it is we can fold it, right? We can fold it. That might be, whoops. Now, and what I'm noticing here is this paper is cracking a bit. It also might be too heavy for what I have in mind, for what I want to do, not to mention too dark. I do not think I need this mat. Let me put the mat away. I'll be using scissors. Okay, so I'm just doing the triangles by hand, putting that, this is the largest ruler I have. Well, I do have a metal T-square, or I did have a metal T-square. Might have thrown it away, I don't know. Okay, and I'm going to, this is certainly not gonna fit into, I wonder if it would fit into that extra large trimmer that my friend Jean gave me. Hold on a second, I'm gonna go see how big that thing actually is. All right, I'm just gonna use my scissors and I'm just going to go along the edge here, just snip off that fold, which might be a mistake. And I probably should be pulling out the ruler and the cutter, because why? Because I can't cut straight to save my life. But this will be easier. And if for some reason that is not, I can tell right now it's not a very straight cut, but that's not going to be an issue because now, because it's cut in half, I can then go ahead and cut this in half and then go back and trim that. So there we go. Put that on the line. And I think I'm actually going to just move that over just a hair to cut away where it was folded. There. Okay, and now we're going to do the same with this. We're going to, of course, it would have been easier if I had more space and the larger mat out, just to do it with a straight edge with the ruler and the rotary cutter. But that's not how we're doing it. So there. So that's not how we're doing it. So there. Okay. Now, one way, let me take a look to see, because we cut this into triangles. All right, so this is up and down. So we can score it or we can just fold it in, right? If you want to be precise to make sure that's in the middle, let's get out the scoreboard. I'm going to get out my, mini scoreboard? No, I have to get out my larger scoreboard. Oh. Okay. And so, because this is not 12 inches anymore, we cut off a whole 1/4 inch. Interesting. Anyway, so our point is at, where is our point? Our point is at 6. Well, If our point is at 6, that should be 6 right there. We're going to score it. We're going to score it at 4 and at 8. 4 and at 8. And then we just fold it in. Fold it over like so. And there is a pocket. You can glue it on the bottom here, which is probably what we'll do. It doesn't really matter if we lose some of that, or if you don't want to lose any of that, then we could just use washi tape to seal it. Also, it is a pocket, but it's also a tuck spot this way. So the thing is, and so there's our purple, which, let's bring our book cover back out, please. Our book. Gonna have to, well, I'll just use the Dusty Conquer to go around the edges there. And then it's dark, but if we put it there, it pulls up the colors. Now, these are bottle caps. I'm not quite sure bottle caps, American bottle caps, are going to have anything to do with this French journal we're doing. It seems we're doing this French journal. So there's that, right? Oh, there goes the dog. The letter carrier must be here. We could do the clocks, again, because we cut it in triangles, so it's going to, none of these, this is the only one that is going to be face up, right? Another way is if you do it, you could reverse it and do it this way. Now, because of the way this paper is, you're just getting these very dark corners if you do it that way, right? You're just seeing the very dark corners and upside down bottle caps. So that's something to consider. We could always just put these aside for another journal. So because this is not an all over pattern, and this, I just don't think the colors are right. All right, what can I say? It's a no good for me. But if we did the same thing with this, okay, just as for instance, all right, let's just do it this way, right? Of course, it's going to be much smaller, but this, which is rather light in color, becomes dark. So that's the problem with this, unless we put a piece of white paper behind it. So, I don't know. These are the issues I'm having, my friends, as I start putting all this stuff away, because I'm not liking the way it looks. I like the way this looks because I like the purple, but the bottle caps. We can also cover the bottle caps with, and that's something we could do too, which just makes a lot more work for us. If we don't have double-sided paper, but we have paper that we really like, we could just cover this with book page, right? We could just cover it with book page. Where's all those book pages? Where are all the book pages? Let's just pull something here for an example. Or even this paper that we didn't use. Just to see, get an idea, right? Actually, that might be a good idea. We could just glue this down. Okay. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I still have this paper here. I don't like this, so we're going to cover it with this paper. That's what we're going to do. All right, let's score these. First, let me score these. Now, before I Let me see. Should I be folding this in triangles as well? I don't want this point of a triangle. I want the inner point of a triangle. All right, I'm just going to, let me take out Rotary. My goodness, I thought I was going to be all prepared and we were going to be able to have more of a tutorial type of a journaling making thing. Although I really don't know if any of my videos are tutorial type videos. And then we're just going to chop it in half again. There. I have not yet replaced the blade on this. We pop it up. How are we supposed to pop it up? According to that picture, it just pops up. If you say so, people. Oh, that's how. We have to move that over. And we pull it out. You see? Now, I have had this cutter for a good while. Maybe that blade just needs to be cleaned, but we'll replace it. We are going to replace it. Better, let's safe than sorry, but let's not cut ourselves in the process. Oh yeah, that's a sharp blade. I'm actually going to put this used one in here, just so I don't have to throw it in the garbage, have a blade thrown in my garbage. It's a wee bit mucky in there from, because when I cut through things, you know, they have adhesives on them. And this is just going to pop in here like that. And this, there's this little thing here on the bottom when you close it. Okay, this here, you just pull that over to open it. And then you just snap it closed. Okay, so blade has been replaced. And I was looking at this. Let us do this again to see if it's better. And I believe you can also replace this strip here in the middle, which is what I might have to do as well. Because this here might be all, see, there's like a ding in it and stuff. That also might be part of the issue. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. All right, let's do this again. Just a really thin. I don't know if yep, I did. I got a little something off of that one. Okay, and, oops. Let's do this one. Now we can also compare, just put that aside. Let's take out the Stampin' Up! Platform because, you know, love a good comparison. And this one, I can actually, this is 8.5, so 4 1/4. This is a little bit wider than that one is. It's also a little bit more compact, but it's not a rotary cutter. It's one of those types of cutters. But it cuts, I think, better than the rotary does at this point. And probably because I need to replace that thing that I said I needed to replace. Okay, so this, I'm just going to glue these down. All right. I'm just going along the outside of this, the outside edges. need to do the whole thing. I just need to do the outside edges. I mean, it is thin paper, but it is thick enough to cover and not have what's underneath bleed through. As I rub stuff off my fingers. Ow, and I stab myself again. This one didn't quite. I wonder if it's too late to pick it up. It is not. All right, let's do the art glitter glue and see what happens. Thing is with the art glitter glue, I will get, let me get this, and I will use, what did I do with it? Oh, I found that thing though that I was just looking for. Ow. Oh, shoot. Oh, sorry about that, guys. My injury is my right shoulder, and when I twist myself the wrong way, I'm not sure if this is, but I'm using one of these because to spread out the glue underneath it. Do we need to trim it? Just a little bit. Ow. Yeah, I'm having a lot of problems with my shoulder lately. There. Okay. Okay, now, let's use this again. Use the other side, the thicker side, to press those down. And I said I was going to go over with the Dusty Concord. That right there needs to go in. Okay, Dusty Concord. There it is. That little bit right there. Hold on. This little bit right here is causing me grief and aggravation. Okay. Dusty Concord. And smooth out those edges a little bit. Okay, well, my goodness, all this time fussing and fighting, which is a song. Fussing and fighting, my friends. This here is not there. So what is that song? Fussing and fighting, my friends. I don't know. I think it's an anti-war song from the 60s, right? Sounds like it would be an anti-war song from the 60s. Don't think I got these here. So are we going to glue them down, or are we going to use washi tape? I think we'll probably glue it down. This is also going to be a problem for me. Because if we use washi tape, we would still, well, we could just do it to there, right? don't know. We could make it, we could decorate these, like put like a little button or a faux button. We don't really want to put buttons, I don't think, in here. Right. That's so cute with like a little button or something there, though. A little something, a little sticker. Well, when we decorate them, right? That's what we'll do when we decorate them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Come on. Thank you. And thank you. Okay. Let's see what we got here. There. Okay. Okay, so I'm hearing dog must be going crazy. I think she's downstairs with my brother at this point. I'm hearing landscapers. I guess the neighbors are getting their lawn mowed, or it's not leaf blowers. It's the lawnmower. It's not a weed whacker. There. Okay, so Dusty Concord. So we have 4 of them. 2 for each signature. We only have 2 signatures. Got a lot of glue on here. Okay, so we have these. We have these pockets, which we can, I think I'll just run the bead of glue on the bottom, right? Instead of the washi tape. We could use washi tape to decorate them, though, of course. All right, so we're going to run the bead this way, just a very thin bead of our glitter glue. Boom. Make sure it's flush with the bottom. And we'll run a bead this way. Now, what you can also do with these, you don't have to glue them. You could put a, you can leave them to open. You could actually like leave it in a square and have a piece here flip up and do like a coin envelope closure over here, and then open it up and it'll open out, right? That's an option. Not for us at the moment because we didn't think about that. But also, if you do something like that, and if you're going to have the bottom piece flipped down as a journaling spot, you need to think about how you're going to place it in the... Dagnabbit, that is a bother right there. Because if it flips down, it will then go below the bottom of the book, right? It'll fall off the edge of the book. So that's just something to think about. That's why I usually don't do like things that'll go top or bottom. I don't mind if they fall off the side of the book because you just shift the book over, right? That's all you need to do for that. And should we have these guys going the other way? We'll do 2 one way and 2 the other way. Why not? So we're doing this way first. We're doing this way first. So actually, I'm glad I'm using up this paper, as it's, like I said, dark and not something I think I would use. Then why did I buy it, you may ask? If I'm not going to use it, why would I ever buy it? Which is a very good question, my friend. A very good question. And I do not have an answer to that. Probably when I saw it, I was thinking of maybe doing some type of steampunk journal, which to me, steampunk is, right, like dark goth kind of stuff. I don't know. which would be a challenge for me too, because it is certainly outside of my wheelhouse. Not, oh, look at that. And that bit is going off the edge just a hair, which is going to cause a problem there. Let's go there. Now, see, I'm gonna sing the praises of this. No pin, just the silicone cap. Now, I don't know if you noticed when I was trying to open it earlier, it was, because I hadn't used it since yesterday, I had to use a little bit of force, but that's because it is an airtight seal, which means there's going to be nothing drying up in there whatsoever. I can't tell you. I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you. All right, so there we have that. There we have that. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. So, let's decorate them, right? What I was thinking about this, because it's the stamp and the die, is what kind of paper I'm going to stamp this onto, right? I don't think I'm going to use white. I don't think I'm going to use copy paper. I'm going to use like a heavier card. But what color? You know, sure, I could do it, keep it black, and obviously I'll use embossing powder, right, and heat set it to give it a little bit of shine. But again, what color? It doesn't have to be. I could do it white on purple paper. You know, the options are endless, so that's what I need to think about. Also, I could just use this stamp in the book itself, right? Just little bits and pieces, but yeah. So that's what's been going through my mind. All right, let's get out our field notes. Our field notes. Not our people, not the urban stuff. What I was also thinking is maybe, because I still unsure about the inside front cover. I know I'm a little bit all over the place at the moment. Is using this paper that we used here and just doing a little bit of collaging on the covers, and then put some pockets down, right? So maybe that's where we can put our people as well. Like I could use this, like the telephone stamp, and glue down the person on top of it or something. That's what I was thinking about as well. Okie dokie. So what are we gonna do? We have 4 of them to do. 4 of them to do. Here is our, I'm gonna keep this here as our, let me take a look at the field division, because that is our, raise you up a little bit, push it back a little bit. That's our inspiration piece, right? Right. So let's put it over here just a little bit. We have our envelopes off to the side here. Do I have enough room to work? And can you guys see me? I look at the phone when I sit down and it looks crooked to me. All right, so field notes, mini field notes, also the stickers. I don't know if I really, all right, let's take a look. These are tiny field notes, which might be too tiny. Might be too tiny right now. Let's go into our bigger ones for the moment. Oh, pardonnez-moi, pardon me. Field note. This. I like that flower. We can actually glue that one down there, right? We have that. What else do we want? We don't always have to use this. We can, let's figure out something else as well to make it, I don't know, to make it a little bit more, have a little bit more textures or something. Texture, there we go. Let's think texture. We can think a little bit of, I didn't take out any, well, I have my scrap, my bucket of scrap trims here. but we could also use a little bit of this. I'm just going to cut off some of this. There's so much on this. I'm just going to cut off that much. Cut off that much. Right? We could do that. We could do that. We could put this down on the bottom or going along the side. We could do something like this. We could put it down. It does twist though. It's twisted because it's rolled up into a ball. All right. I'm going for it, folks. I'm going for it. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is we'll get this guy down in there. Also, we can do something there as well if we so desire. Are we? No, we're not going to ink any edges here. Now, why is suddenly, after I sing the praises of that silicone tip, why isn't, there it goes. Why is my glue not coming out? Oh dear Lord. That got to be a bit of a mess, didn't it? And I suppose I can use the art glitter glue on this, although for some reason I think I want to use Fabrifix on it. All right, I'm just going to start it. Just going to start it. There. And let's see if it's going to hold. Do the leaves, do the stem, do the stem, do the leaf. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's holding. There. And of course, I could have left that open as a little tuck spot, but not necessarily with this behind it, because things would get caught on it. Okay, now we can do something here as well if we want. The thing we must keep in mind with that is that things are going to be going in and out of that. So I am back over here. I also have this sticker book. These things might work in this journal. Look at her. Look at her. A little bit wild. I don't know. What do you think? She's down in there now. All right, let us go on to our next one. And like in the field notes, these are tiny field notes, but there's this, which is very similar to this paper. It's all in the same vein, right? That paper is way too big for what we're doing right now, though. But something like this, of course, it's the wrong way. I would have to put it that way. Like I was saying, to make it a little tuck spot. Let's see if there's something in here that we can, a little bug, that we can do that with. But I think they're all going to be in the vertical rather than the horizontal direction. If I have my vertical and my horizontal correct, I might not. I always get those confused. I don't know why, right? Vertical, horizontal, you would think. You would think it would be something I should be able to keep track of. Vertical and horizontal. But obviously not. I have a feeling that this is a mix of regular field notes and tiny field notes, because some of these in here are awfully tiny. Oh, that's because I'm in tiny field notes. For heaven's sakes, Karynjean. Oh my gosh, people, please. You need to yell louder. I couldn't hear you. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Oh, there's this stamp. I'm going to keep that out. I'll put it over here in that bucket with the other stuff. Anyway, so we can do something like this. And we can just glue it down on two sides. That could be a little tuck spot there. Right. Yes, it could be. Yes, it could be. Some kind of flowers. I'm not a mushroom person. Not a mushroom person. This is pretty. We could, I don't know, for some reason I'm kind of liking the little one up there. Maybe if we even do it this way. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Let's keep on seeing what we see. That's pretty. And actually it can come off the page a little bit. Oh, that's very pretty. Actually, I like how they're both coming off the page. I don't think I'm going to make either one of them a tuck spot. The question is, am I going to put some of this stuff down like I did on that one? I don't think so. I think I'm kind of liking it the way it looks right now. What do you think? What do you think? So this one was coming off a little bit down here. This one is coming off a little bit over there. Whoops. Let's just move that down with my finger. All right, whoops. And I'll stick you up on top. This one with her and that might be a little bit busy, but it kind of also ties it in. So, well, she's down there now, although I probably could peel her back up, but I'm not going to. There. Okay, so we have 2 done. Let's do 2 more. How are we doing on time? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, in real time, it's been over an hour. I will try to get it down below that through editing. I know there's some bits that I'll be editing out, so this might be too big for over here. I like it. I like that one. This field label. Oh, there's another. I have actual stamps. I'm just tossing those in there. Too big. Butterfly. Wrong colors. Looks like it has a little bit of purple on the bottom. All right, so if we do a mushroom, but we haven't done mushrooms. I'm not doing mushrooms. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. Oh my. I'm thinking no. Seems I have a lot of those stamps. Now this is part of it as well. Maybe we should go to tiny field notes. Oh, the green. I like the green butterfly better than that butterfly. Come on out of there, you. I'm not so sure about that flower though. I'm not so sure about this guy. Not so sure about that guy. Always cut it down as well, like this one. Where are you? Where are you? Let's move that out of the way so we're not getting confused. If we have it come off, we have a butterfly. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Oh, and here's that bigger piece of that. No, yes, this is the bigger piece of that piece that I had. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Just warning ya. No. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Usually this stuff doesn't take me this long. I don't know what I'm hemming and hawing about. All right. Let's see what we have in here. That might go. Let me cover that up just for a minute. Get that into the light a little bit. Oops. That's pretty. Totally wouldn't go with that though. Oh, here we go. That's pretty right there. If we put that down, that's not going to go. Is this going to go with this? That'll go with that. All right. Let's see how this is. We put that right there. Loverly, loverly. It's the colors. We could put this person, this butterfly or moth or whatever it is over here. Now that's not going to go. That will definitely not go. But let's take a look and see if we have anything in here sticker-wise that we might want to use. That's too big, but again, it can be cut down. What about what's on these sheets? This is just one solid sheet, so it would have to be cut away. Ooh, like this. Daylight would go there, or we can put it out here. We could put the flutterby. I'm pretty sure it's a moth though. I don't think field notes have butterflies. I think they have moths. That and this one right here. I'm cutting this one out. Oh, wait a second. It's not a full sheet. They are separate stickers. As I'm cutting it out, I'm seeing lines. Hello. I see you there. I see you there. Lovely. And again, you can see I'm not using glue stick, which is probably going to be a problem. But I would think using glue stick would be a problem because I don't know how I'm going to get it where I want it to go. I'm lifting it up. I should have done this before we put it together. All right, well, there. Oh, geez. It's in now. It's in now. Where is it? Get it off my finger. And right here. We'll just wrap it around. And we'll put you here. Put that one away. So, well, that's good to know, because I really thought I didn't think the stickers were separated, quite honestly. I did not look that closely to it. All right, and I will, yes, glue on my fingers. Let me see if I can spread it with my fingernail. Dog's back up here with me. I hear her over there. There. Okay. I like it. I like it. So now for our last one, and then we're calling it done. All right, well, let's see if we want to put any of these stickers on it. We can, this one we can do something like that. Now this one, needs to have some of this on it. So this one and this one are going in the same signature, and this one is going to go in the signature with this one. Okay. So this one's going to, let me explain to you my process here. As you notice, this is right over left. This is left over right. Okay, we made 2 of each, so 1 each for each signature. Now, the reason why I'm saying that this has to go with this is because this is the last one that's left that we can put this on. This is the only one that has this on, so we need another one of these with this on, and it happens to be this one. So it's that simple. It's that crazy simple. It's that crazy simple. Let's put it that way. It's that crazy simple. Me trying to have things at least, have some kind of cohesiveness. Yes, they're different, but they're also similar, right? They're obviously similar in that, like, they're the same base purple type envelopes. They're just decorated differently. So it becomes at that point that we also need to keep an eye, unless we're making them 4 completely different decorations, which we're not, right? The decorations themselves are also very similar. So, so there's that. Now, ugh. Nope. All right, so this is going away then. We're putting that one away. Put it back down. We can go back here to see what, if anything, we like in here to put on this. Now, we can also do it the same as far as we can put the other girl here, right? Like that one. We could do that. Similar and yet different. Okay. So there's that. And what I am going to do is I am going to take this one as well at this point. I'm going to put it down here because I like it. But something else is going to have to go on there. Okay, hold on. And for that, we will go back to field notes. I'm going to pull that up and put some glue underneath that. All right, so we're going to field notes. We might be going to tiny field notes. Hold on. There. Going to tiny field notes. And then, yeah, so we've done these. We'll put them in the book. And then also, I think what I am, going to want to be doing is putting some decorative edging down some pages, right? I haven't even thought about if we're going to be using any of the laces or not. I don't know. Here's this little field note. That one might be too small. Let's go back into big field notes. That one's too big. Oops, here's, what's this one? What's this one? There we go. That's fine. There. Okay, so now we have, oops, what's this? This goes in tiny field notes. We have our 4 envelopes done. Our 4 faux envelopes, because they're not real envelopes. We can make them real envelopes if we want. Okay. So let's see. Let's start decorating, right? So, so there's, let's just separate them out. First signature might be too busy. Of course, there's this. We might want to do some collaging on top of that. Ooh, heavens no. We can put it on here. I'm putting it on here. I like it on there. I am doing it. Two sides or 3 sides? I'm going to do 3 sides. Right there. And now the pocket is 4 inches, so like a 3.5-inch card. Also because I just glued it on the, so like maybe a 3-inch for the one that's going to go behind it, because we lost space here with gluing it down on the sides. Okay, so, and that's in the first part of the signature. So let us flip to the second part of the signature. We could put it on this one again. We could put it on this one again. Wait a minute. Is that the right one? That's the wrong one. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me see the one I just put in, please. 1, 2, okay, yeah, no, that's right. It's this one. So we can put it on there. We can put it on there. Okay, let's put it on there. Put something else on the placemat one. Okay. Boom. Oh. Now for the second signature. These are the 2 we have. Well, that's just way too much with this right here. Way too much. We could actually put it on that one as well. Actually, I just covered over that slip spot. Dagnabbit. Was not thinking, was I? That's okay. I like the way it looks. Okay, I'm going to put it here. Press it down a little bit. I have this. I have no idea how I got that. One's there. I have one over here on my thumb, although I think that one is healed. Just, I don't know. I'm not quite sure how I got that. Had it for a while. I was putting some, where's the center of the signature, please? There it is. I was putting some Neosporin on it. We could put it here. We could put it here. Nope, putting it here. I like the page that it's opposite. It's pulling some of the colors over. Okay. There we go. So we've made 4 faux envelope tuck spots, right? Fabulous. Next time, what we're going to do is we're going to decorate some of the edges of the paper. Like we can use some of the vine, right? It lays flat, it stays out of the way. We can make our own washi tape out of that tissue paper. We can also do some collaging on the inside, front and back cover. We also have this piece as well. And maybe, I don't know what we want to do with that. Maybe we can just turn it into a gusseted pocket here in the back, which might be a very good idea. Yeah, that's what we're going to do with this. We're going to turn it into a gusseted pocket here on the back cover. I like that idea. I do. And then that also gives me an idea for a closure. So if we turn this into a gusseted pocket on the back, so this, I'm not going to be able to turn this over. It's just going to be too much to turn over. I'm going to have to cut it and then make gussets out of separate paper because this stuff is just way too thick to do that with. So, so it'll be a gusseted pocket back here. And then I could do just the kind of closure I'm thinking about is just going to be attached here. It's going to come across here. And if I was thinking, I would have put a metal plate down here to make it a magnet. But we could do a Velcro closure. And then we could have underneath, we could make it wider. And then underneath that, we could have a skinnier one to have a Velcro closure for the gusseted pocket. That's what I'm thinking. So, there we go. This is Karynjean from Ex Libris Crafts. Thank you so much for your time and attention, for hanging out with me. If you are not yet a subscriber, please subscribe. I sure would appreciate that. And just let me know in the comments what you like, what you didn't like, and give me some ideas too. And thank you to our friend over at Older and Dirt for all this inspiration. Let your imagination take you to fabulous places. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.